Why is $100,000 the magic number? Why do so many financial experts agree that once you cross six figures in savings or investments, everything starts to shift in your favor? In this video, we're diving deep into why your first 100K is the most important financial milestone you'll ever hit and what happens next. Whether you're just getting started or halfway there, you'll walk away with clear, actionable strategies that work for everyday Americans. Why 100K is so hard to reach. Let's be honest, 100K can feel like an impossible goal when you're starting out. That number seems distant, almost untouchable, especially when you're living paycheck to paycheck, dealing with rising rent, groceries, gas, and maybe even student loans. Part of the struggle is psychological. The brain treats a goal like $5,000 as manageable, but 100,000? That sounds like a number only rich people talk about. Then there's the math. Most Americans earn between 50 and 70K a year, and once taxes and living costs are deducted, there's often little left to save or invest. That makes saving even 10K a year a challenge, let alone 100K. But here's the truth. The first 100K is hard because it relies almost entirely on discipline. You're not making money from your money yet. You're just grinding it out through savings, budgeting, saying no to upgrades, and resisting the urge to live like your peers. In short, it's 80% discipline and only 20% financial knowledge. That's why this stage feels so slow and discouraging. What changes after you hit 100K? Now, here's where it gets exciting. Once you hit 100K, your money starts working for you. Even with modest investments, a 7% annual return earns you $7,000 a year without lifting a finger. That's nearly $600 a month in passive growth. And if you keep contributing to your investments, your wealth begins to snowball. At this point, something shifts in your mindset. You're no longer just trying to survive, you're starting to strategize. You qualify for better credit, lower interest rates, and you begin to think like an investor instead of a consumer. You also gain confidence. You're not scrambling to take every opportunity. You're now filtering them. You can afford to say no, to plan ahead, to take calculated risks. That confidence is one of the greatest hidden returns of hitting six figures. What happens next? Once you've built that foundation, it's time to move from a saving mentality to a growth mentality. Instead of focusing on just cutting costs, you start optimizing your investments. You might put your money into index funds, dividend paying stocks, or real estate. Your goal isn't just to stash money away, it's to make it multiply. You also begin to look at income differently. Your 100K cushion can be used to generate additional streams of income. Think rental properties, side businesses, vending machines, e-commerce, or digital assets. Also the time to optimize for taxes. You want to take advantage of tools like Roth IRAs, HSAs, and employer matched 401ks. At this level, every tax dollar you save is more money that stays in your wealth engine. Perhaps most importantly, you realize the power of investing in yourself, whether that's courses, certifications, or developing high income skills. You're now in a position to multiply your future earnings without sacrificing your financial security. Finally, you start reviewing your financial freedom timeline. How far are you from working part-time, traveling more, retiring early? 100K won't buy you total freedom, but it will give you the leverage to start planning for it realistically. Practical steps based on where you are. Now, let's break this down depending on where you are right now. If you're under $10,000 saved, your focus is simple. Save aggressively. Eliminate high interest debt, cut unnecessary expenses, pick up extra shifts or a side hustle. Your goal is to build an emergency fund and prove to yourself that you can accumulate wealth. If you're between $10,000 and $50,000, your main risk now is lifestyle inflation. It's tempting to upgrade your car, apartment, or habits. Don't. Every raise and bonus should go straight into your investments. Build momentum, not overhead. If you're between $50,000 and $100,000, now is the time to get efficient. Automate your investing. Consolidate debt. Start dollar cost averaging into index funds or ETFs. Learn about tax strategies. This is your sprint to six figures. Lean into it. If you've already hit 100,000, your next step is acceleration. Diversify your income, consider real estate, maximize your tax shelters, build a long-term plan that includes financial independence. You're no longer surviving, you're building a legacy. Conclusion plus call to action. Reaching 100,000 is like breaking through financial gravity. Before it, everything feels heavy. After it, momentum starts to build. This is the turning point where wealth begins to feel possible, not theoretical. Whether you're just getting started or have already crossed this milestone, the path ahead gets clearer and faster from here. So, what's your biggest challenge getting to 100,000? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your story. If this video helped you see things differently, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that makes finance simple and practical for everyday Americans. You're closer than you think. Keep going.